Amber, and I ooze popularity.
I'm Sheila, and odds are I don't like you.
My name's Tammy, still an exchange student from Tennessee.
Where's the dipstick?
Oh, Debbie's gonna be late. She's getting a suntan at one of those tanning salons.
Sorry I'm late.
Debbie, what happened? You're redder than a possum's bare butt.
I know. I fell asleep at the tanning salon. I think I got a sunburn. Ow.
Weekend Update
with Kamya Jagadish
and Gabby Kaplan, and today we're talking about women in comedy.
As shown in the Girls' Room clip from the Amanda Bynes show, female comedians are only cast in a few specific roles.
Yeah, like, women in comedy are always shown as, like, really stupid, and, like, they just don't have any idea about anything, and, like, they're just so stupid.
You're here because of that. Or they're cast as the bitch, because apparently acting bitchy is funny these days. If you're a pretty female comedian, you can play the ditz, or the bitch, or the slut, but if you're not so pretty or slightly overweight, then...
Oh, well, then you get the weird manly roles, like, for fat people.
But for male comedians, it doesn't matter. If they're fat, or balding, or ugly, or have an egg-shaped head, they can play any role and are still successful.
Yeah, like Rachel Dratch, she's, like, so ugly, not like me. I can play whatever I want.
So she didn't get the success she deserved, just because she's not size 2 and blonde and, pretty. Now we'll go to Marina King so she can talk more about this issue.
Thanks, Gabby and Kamya. As you can see, I'm wearing this low-cut shirt because you care more about my boobs than my brains. Ha 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 ha. Okay. April 12th, 2012, the news website Slate published an article with the name, "Is Rachel Dratch too ugly for Hollywood? Was she screwed by Hollywood beauty standards, or is she just not very funny?" If an alien came to Earth and saw our top comedians, it would not think beauty would be a standard. However, Rachel Dratch seems to be taking the blunt of this. Dratch points out in her book that if you saw her walking down the street, you wouldn't repulse at the sight of her. However, by the standards of Hollywood, she is what she likes to call the unfuckables.
In your book, you said, if you saw me walking down the street, you wouldn't point at me and recoil. But by Hollywood standards, I'm a troll, ogre, woodland creature, or mainly a lesbian. I didn't like that part, Rachel. I didn't like you saying that.
I don't see the thing. I felt like I had to address it because I don't think that about myself. But this is like what I was seen as in the whole Hollywood
Okay, but
scene.
that is not how you see yourself.
No, that is not. No,
Okay.
in real life, I'm gorgeous.
She had a successful stint on SNL, creating and portraying roles such as Debbie Downer, Abe Scheinwald, and Boston teens Sully and Denise. However, since then, she has had trouble finding
He
actors.
says, Rachel, great news. You're offered parts like...
Like, you know, a 55-year-old obese lesbian is often the part that I'm offered.
Yes.
I was getting a lot of stuff like that, and there's not a lot of call for that in Hollywood. So
Yeah.
there weren't a lot of those jobs coming. But no, after you're done with SNL, you think like, oh, movies, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And then it sort of was a little bit of a plateau.
Offered the roles of lesbians or secretaries who are lesbians. She was originally offered the role of Jenna Maroney on the hit NBC show 30 Rock. However, after the pilot was filmed, she was replaced by Jenna Krakowski. Because Krakowski is tall, blonde, and beautiful, many people believe Dratch was replaced because of her.
Rock.
I did the pilot
As
for
Jenna.
As Jenna, yes.
Who people now know Jenna as
Jane Krakowski, yes.
So when that all happened, when there was this change, what was that like for, did it cause any tension between you and Tina Fey, for example?
You know what? It was Tina and I worked together for so long
Yeah.
that when I first got that call, I was like, okay, I kind of got it because the part was, now we all know it as Jane and how she's created,
Yeah.
but it was this diva. Like in the pilot, I was supposed to be seducing Alec Baldwin. I felt a little like, well, this isn't my thing, So I wasn't too shocked. And then she had the parts, the little character parts, and I was like, oh, great, that made more sense to me.
I can do that,
But
yeah.
then what happened was it just got picked up by all these media things, so it just became very public, like replace. So that was sort of like more of the stigma than actually
Not the real story.
Because we're so used to, once you're an actor for this long, you're used to showbiz and.
But would that have happened for a male comedian? Back to Kami and Gabby.
Tina Fey, a world-renowned comedian, has reached the epitome of comedic success, having written and starred in hundreds of sketches, become the first female head writer of SNL, created the hit show 30 Rock, and even has this bestseller, Bossy Pants. But how did she become this famous? After watching herself in 1998, Tina Fey decided to diet and lose 30 pounds. She told the New York Times, "I was a completely normal weight, but I was here in New York City and I had money and I couldn't buy any clothes. After I lost weight, there was interest in putting me on camera." Since losing the weight, Tina Fey has been over-sexualized by the media, such as in this magazine cover.
Well, it's a good thing she lost all that weight.
But shouldn't her talent and ambition be the sole factors in her success?
I don't know. Well, Amy Poehler is like also really successful, and she's like a blonde like me, and she wrote and is like in that TV show, Parks and
Recreation.
Recreation. Thanks. And she like wrote that movie Baby Mama, and it like really spoke to me because I was a baby mama in high school.
Here is one of their most famous sketches.
Good evening, my fellow Americans. I was so excited when I was told Senator Clinton and I would be addressing you tonight.
And I was told I would be addressing you alone.
We are crossing party lines to address the now very ugly role that sexism is playing in the campaign.
An issue which I am frankly surprised to hear people suddenly care about.
You know, Hillary and I don't agree on everything.
I believe that diplomacy should be the cornerstone of any foreign policy.
And I can see Russia from my house.
I don't agree with the Bush doctrine.
I don't know what
One thing we can agree on is that sexism can never be allowed to permeate an American election.
So please, stop photoshopping my head on sexy bikini pictures.
And stop saying I have cankles.
Reporters and commentators, stop using words that diminish us like pretty, attractive, beautiful.
Harpy, shrew, boner shrinker.
No matter your politics, it's time for a woman to make it to the White House.
No, mine!
As is usual, Sarah Palin is portrayed as the biggest ditz in the world, while Hillary Clinton is just the biggest bitch. God, stereotypes.
In contrast to female comedians, male comedians do not need stellar looks to perform attractive and successful roles. Nor do male comedians need to be attractive to become successful. Their comedic value isn't based off stereotypes derived off their appearance, but rather raw talent. For example, one of the most famous comedians of the millennium is Will Ferrell, and he is ugly as. Other examples include Jack Black, Adam Sandler, Zach Galifianakis, Fred Armisen, and Bobby Moynihan. They're all ugly, but they're all successful. Kristen Wiig is a popular writer and actor for NSL. Apart from Wiig's success on NSL, she has written and performed in Bridesmaid, a progressive comedy starring females.
I wish I were the beaded seat cover in that car. Me too. Me too times two. Me too times two also for me.
Would you mind looking and telling me if my tail is too squished?
I'd be happy to do it. I'd be happy to.
Is it working okay?
Everything's working for me. Yeah.
I really like your Planet Hollywood jacket. Can I touch it and get a sense of it?
Yes. Feels good. Yeah, you know, they have a whole website. It's a dummy. PlanetHollywood.com. That is. Watch this. Shannon, look out for that spider over there.
What spider? One time when I got really scared, I just ripped my shirt open and did tons of tiny little bounces in a real hole. So I hope no one really scares me.
Since Kristen Wiig is considered beautiful and was never diminished by the comedy community, like Rachel Dratch was, she was able to go on and write a comedy for women that showed them in a new light. This comedy is called Bridesmaids. Kristen Wiig wrote characters for Bridesmaids that showed female comedians not in the common roles of the pretty stupid girl or the mean fat girl. Instead, she showed women as they actually are. Multifaceted and funny for what they say, which has nothing to do with how they look. She includes scenes where women are talking crudely about sex, which is very progressive for females in movies.
Kevin can only have sex in bed, in the dark, under the covers, only after we've showered, separately.
She cancels out the femininity of women that always seems to be present by having scenes where all the main characters fall sick and start puking and pooping in the same confined space. Not very ladylike.
He's a toilet!